You recorded a podcast or a YouTube video and you got a transcript. Then what? Most people rewrite the same content 5 different ways, or they don't bother, and the episode just sits on Spotify or YouTube. But there's a better way. I'm going to show you how you can take that transcript and get 8 pieces of content out of it automatically with Claude Code. So whether you're a podcaster, YouTuber, business owner who records videos, or anyone who makes content, if you've got a transcript, you've got the raw material for a full week of content. At the end of this video, I'm going to show you how you can set this up for yourself. There's a master prompt that I'll put on my blog post, and you can just copy and paste that as free. I'll leave a link in the description. But once you've recorded a video, when I do this, I use a tool called Descript, which was originally made for podcasters. I use it for doing the screen capture and making these. Let me show you Descript quickly. So once I record in Descript, it gives me the transcription. And I've copy and pasted this and used the tool so I can show you what it's created. Getting the most value out of it means rewriting things for different platforms. Like show notes, could take you 20 minutes. Blog post could take you another hour. Newsletter, maybe 20 minutes. A Twitter thread, maybe 30 minutes. A LinkedIn post, maybe another 15. By the time you've added this up, you're looking, could take you a couple of hours per episode. But if you use this Claude skill into Claude Code, then you just paste the transcript in, you give it the prompt. We'll take a look at that in a sec. Say repurpose this episode, and then 8 outputs appear in the folder, ready to publish. You might already be using the tool like ChatGPT or any of your AI chat agents to do this for you, but I'm going to show you why using Claude Code is actually way better at the end of the video. We're just going to be using the same content, reformatted 5 different times, and that is exactly the kind of pattern-based work agents were built to eliminate. So this automation should save you a bunch of time. Descript transcribes automatically. The moment you finish recording, you've got the full text. And if you have a look in export section under transcript, you can actually put time intervals on this. You can get a TXT file. You just copy it straight to your clipboard. You don't need to run any extra transcription tools. The transcript is your input. Everything else is Claude's job. And this could also work with other transcription tools if you want to use something like Whisper, Otter, Rev, or anything else that gives you that plain text. Descript's just the one that I'm using, but anything that gives you a transcript you could use with this. The pipeline will be to record the video or the podcast, export the transcript, tell Claude Code, repurpose this, copy and paste that in there, and we're going to get the show notes, platform description, timestamps, Twitter thread, LinkedIn post, newsletter, a blog post, and knowledge base. A knowledge base, this is an output that you might not have thought of before. So imagine searching your entire podcast archive for what did I say about pricing and getting the exact quote with the episode reference. If you've been podcasting for a couple of years, you might have like 50, 100 episodes of intellectual property locked into audio files. And this will give you a searchable library of everything that you've ever said. And when you can connect that to LLMs, there's a huge knowledge base that you can use. There's loads of different use cases. If you're not familiar, this is Visual Studio Code. This is the platform. It's free open source software that I'm running Claude Code with inside. So if you want to set this up, head over to VS Code. You can download this for your operating system. And then you'll just need to click on extensions, look for Claude Code, and install that Claude Code extension. It will prompt you how to set that up and how to log in. So I just want to show you what I've done. Come into Claude Code. Right, run this podcast repurposing agent. So here's the transcript. And then I've pasted in the transcript from the last video, which is how to automate your entire video publishing workflow with Claude Code. It's read the MD file, read the script writer, content repurposer. So it's thought about what it's doing, looked at all of the reference. MD just stands for Markdown. It's a plain text file. Things like the voice guide. This is all stuff that you can customize for your own brand, for your own business, for your own content. If you head over to the blog post and copy the prompt for it, you'd be able to paste that into Claude Code and then talk with Claude about how you can set all of these things up for yourself. Let's go through. We can see Claude's processing here. once it's got everything it needs, reads through, it's thought about it, written all of the files, it's given me a quick report when it's done. So now let's work through all of the outputs. So first we've got the Apple Spotify descriptions, and we've got our blog post. And these are all in Markdown, you see, with like the hashes and the little stars and stuff. Like, you can right click on these, maybe easier to read through like this. So we've got a blog post, we've got the chapters timestamps, a knowledge base entry, LinkedIn post, newsletter, show notes, and a Twitter thread. If you want to get this set up and running for yourself in your own workspace, I've put together a master prompt that will go into the blog post and then one copy and paste into Claude Code, and it will build the entire system for you, the skill file, the output folder, and everything. So there are a couple of things that you'll want to fill in first. When you have a look at that prompt, there's going to be a couple of things that you're going to want to fill in first. There's a couple of bits that need customizing, so you need to put in some information about your brand voice and your business, and then that's it. Everything else is ready to run. And once it's built, you just say repurpose this podcast episode and paste it, and paste your transcript, and Claude will handle the rest. This gives you the content, but what about getting it out of the door? So I've already built the scheduling side to this. There's a video where I walk through using Potato, which is a social media API platform where you can take the content files like these and then automatically schedule them to, say, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, various different social media platforms without having to touch the browser. I'll link that at the end and in the description if you want to catch that video. And we could go further. We could add another step to this where we could connect a skill to, if it's, for example, File AI, connect to Google's Nano Banana, and then Claude could also write image prompts and then generate images, quote cards, episode artwork, social graphics, all from the same transcript. If you put that together with the Potato scheduling pipeline, and then you go from transcript to published content, text, images, scheduled to every platform with no manual steps at all. And that's why I think it's better using Claude Code to build these things than it is using like ChatGPT and copy and pasting things all between all of the different platforms. This will save you so much more time. So a quick recap, so it's one transcript, one command, you've got the 8 outputs. There's a master prompt in the blog post to build this for yourself. If you want to keep building this series, let me know in the comments what content would be most useful to get from your podcasts or from your YouTube videos. Let me know in the comments what it is that you want to see. Happily make some more content on this and build on this series. If you'd rather have this built and set up for your business with some training so your team can run it, that's something I can help with. I'll leave a link in the description